Hi, welcome to Saving America's Pets. I'm Holly Sizemore, Chief Mission Officer for Best Friends Animal Society, and this is my co-host, Rose. In today's episode, we're going to pick up where we left off last week, talking with Jen Pimentel and Annette Ramirez, two remarkable women that helped get to no-kill in LA City. Well, congratulations to both of you. And if you were to give advice to someone else who wants to help their community get to no kill, what's the best piece of advice you could give them?
I think the most important thing really is building relationships. It's having that open, honest communication, having the difficult conversations when they need to take place, sharing data, looking at data, really scrutinizing it, but making data-driven decisions together.
Yeah, I second everything that Annette said. I love what she said about looking at the data, scrutinizing the data, and then making decisions together, because I think that there is a sort of fear of being transparent and sharing that information. And it's so important to not be judgmental in those moments and understand that you're all there to save more animals. I think the other thing that I would advise other people who are hoping to have a similar achievement in their community is, again, to stay really communicative. If you tell people what you need, it's more than likely that they're going to provide it for you, whether it's your volunteers or members of the public or even your partners. I think it's really important to be able to tell people exactly what you need from them. And then the other thing is really to not be afraid of making mistakes. I know that I'm speaking for myself, but I see Annette shaking her head in agreement that don't be afraid to try new things, and know that you could pilot any program you want for 6 weeks, and if it's a dud, you can just move on and identify something else to do. But I think that has really served us well in Los Angeles. We have made some mistakes, but we have also really triumphed and had a lot of positive things happen.
This animal welfare movement is a very emotional business. How have you and your team stayed resilient as you've worked so hard to achieve this milestone?
I think it's really important to celebrate the wins, because oftentimes we let the losses like direct how we're feeling. And it's important to really stop at the wins as well and celebrate them and celebrate your staff and share it out with your staff and, the community, because it's all of our wins, not just our individual wins. And it's so important to make sure that everyone knows that they are there. We just oftentimes overlook them, because we're focusing on something else. So just taking the time to stop and celebrate those wins.
I agree. Celebrating those wins, just those days where we have, a ton of kittens that are coming into the shelter and all the partners are rallying around and all of them get picked up. Like, that's a huge win for that day. And I think also just reminding our team that in this field, it's not your traditional 9 to 5, right? You're not going to clock in, finish all your to-dos, and then clock out for the day and forget about it. You're always going to have things to do the following day. So as long as you can embrace that and sort of understand that this is just the crazy, chaotic world of animal welfare and be able to set those boundaries for yourself, I think that that's a really important thing to instill in our staff.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
The only thing that I would like to add really is I can't say how helpful it has been to be a part of a coalition, because it really does help steer all the partners that want to help in the right direction, because we come together as a group and we look at the data and we really figure out where our focuses need to be to save the most lives that we can possibly save. And being able to be a part of a coalition here in LA, I think has been the biggest turning point for us, is having that open communication and data sharing and just honesty with one another.
One of the things to really think about is how, we all work really hard, but how can you utilize technology and applications that are maybe not traditionally used in animal welfare, how can you apply those to the work that we're doing to actually increase our capacities? So one of the things we do in Los Angeles with our coalition partners is we use Slack. And that is a third-party messaging platform. And it's a really great way for us to be able to communicate with the shelters what animals are the most at risk and which ones really need the help. And that has been, I think, one of the most important pieces of what we've done, to the point where we're communicating every day, and we're also fostering these really amazing relationships between the shelter staff and the staff at some of our partner organizations.
Well, it is clear to me that the power of a positive relationship is very key. I can tell by the way you two interact. And I know this work is really hard. And while we're celebrating this win, I just want to say thank you, because I know it was hard won. And it is a celebratory moment. And there is more work to do. And I can't think of two better women to get out there and get it done. So thank you so much for all the life-saving and all that you're doing to help both people and pets.
Thank you, Holly.
Well, thank you.
Our big audacious goal at Best Friends is that every shelter and every community will reach the no-kill benchmark by 2025. And you can help your community get there, because together we can save them all.